everybody, it's Dr. T. Let's talk about what we pass on to our children. We often think of the values, the morals, maybe even the work ethic that we want to instill into our children because we believe these are the things that will make them successful, that will make them functional, and ultimately that will make them happy as adults. But have you thought about the things that you are holding on to that you are also passing on to them? One of my greatest concerns is that we pass our fears on to our children. When you give a child a fear, you clip their wings. You may be blocking or inhibiting their ability to dream. We know how important it is to dream because we've been working on dreams ourselves. Have you been doing your assignments this week? I sure hope so. But think about, what if your child's dream is squashed by your fear? What if your child's dream is deferred because you didn't have the courage to live out your own? Oftentimes, when a family brings me a child and they want me to do an evaluation, I talk to the parents about what are they willing to do to make the change that they want to see in their child. Oftentimes, we forget that we are our child's first and best teacher, even when they're adolescents and we think they're not paying attention to us, or even when they're young adults and they've started their own lives. They're remembering what they've seen us do, they're remembering what they've heard us say, and they're trying to figure out how does that relate to their lives. So we need to live a life that is purposeful, that is meaningful, and that is without fear and reservation and hesitation that blocks us from pursuing our goals and our passions. We need to teach them, I'm going to say reckless abandon, but you know what I mean, right? But we need to teach them to be bold and to be brave and to follow their heart, to listen to their soul, and to be not afraid to take risk. We all want to be comfortable. We all want to be safe. We all want to be healthy. We all want to be happy. But that looks different for each and every person. And that might look different for your child. So if you've been a scientist and your child wants to be a musician, or you've been a musician and your child wants to be a scientist, let that passion fly. Let that child explore. They may come back around or they may go in a totally different direction. But it really is you that serves as the foundation for your child's ability to dream, for your child's ability to thrive. And it doesn't matter if they're an adult already, if they are even 30 or 40, whatever. They still are looking to you for that support and that encouragement. No child wants to disappoint their parent, even if the child is 50 and the parent is 80. No child wants to disappoint their parent. So they need you to release them to fly, to release them to dream, to release them to soar in a way that you never imagined, in a way that they never imagined. If we can reclaim, reframe, and renew our own thinking, our own fears, we can stop passing on those things to our children and give them the courage to fly. Wouldn't this be a better world if all of our children could fly high? They could live in their purpose and their passion. My heart smiles just at the thought of it. But that means that we have to do our work. We have to examine our fears, our worries, our reservations, and then we can explain to our children. And depending on the age, that explanation is going to look different. But we can explain to them, I may have lived my life this way, but I want you to live better. There's a quote that I have on my wall. I changed the quotes. I have a chalkboard wall right by the door where we walk out every day. Well, we used to walk out every day to get to the car. And I try once a month to change that quote. At first, I didn't think my daughters paid any attention to it. And then one day they said, hey, Mom, you changed the quote. And my eyes sparkled because I put those quotes up there because I want them to be inspired. I want them to think, and I want them to be fearless. So the quote that we have up there right now says, I don't want my daughter to walk in my path. I want her to take the path next to mine and go even further than I ever imagined. Is that your dream for your child? I'm sure it is. then you have to be willing to let them walk on a different path. And that often means letting go of our fear. I hope this has been helpful. If you think so, please like and share this video. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Until next time, I'm Dr. T.